Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's
Shane, shh.
Hi,
We're going to
Shane.
start. Okay, welcome to Live Interactive English, and this is Karen.
I'm Shane.
Today we're looking at day 2 of Shedding Light on Lady Liberty. And the vocabulary words are finance.
Finance.
Sean's grandparents financed his education.
Attempt. The boy attempted to reach the shelf, but he was too short.
Equipment.
Equipment.
The basement is full of all sorts of old equipment.
Dim.
Dim.
I can't read in here. The light in this room is too dim.
Properly.
Properly.
Bob couldn't hear properly because he had water in his ears.
Huh?
Shane.
What?
Shane. Okay, so we're talking about Lady Liberty, the Statue of Liberty, right?
Yeah, there's been some crazy ideas for what we could do with the Statue of Liberty.
Okay, what kind of crazy ideas do we have?
Crazy.
I think Thomas Edison
know-
wanted to make...
Yeah, he wanted the Statue of Liberty to talk. Basically, they could make announcements, so she would be speaking all the way to Manhattan.
Pretty cool.
Like, hey, everybody, it's going to be a sunny day today.
I don't think that's something that she would say, but
Well,
yeah.
who knows?
But that idea was voted against, so, you know, it didn't happen.
Too bad.
Yeah, I know.
That one's cool.
I know. And also, I think some people wanted Statue of Liberty to hold the broken chains in her hands to represent the end of American slavery.
That's right. But did you know that actually the broken chains are now at the feet of the statue?
I didn't know that, and I
So they
have
voted
seen.
against this, but there actually are broken chains at the base of the statue.
And a lot of people probably don't notice. I've seen it quite a few times. I never noticed the broken chains. Okay, and what else?
Those are some fun facts.
Oh, like a lighthouse. They wanted the Statue of Liberty to become a lighthouse. But
Once again, didn't work out.
That's right.
The light was too dim, right?
That's right. It wouldn't properly guide ships.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's learn more.
About Statue of Liberty.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Shedding light on Lady Liberty.
Could you imagine if the statue spoke? It almost did. Thomas Edison actually proposed installing a huge device inside the statue that could produce sound loud enough to reach Upper Manhattan. This was, however, thought to be too impractical.
Welcome to Live Interactive English Magazine. Today's lesson is called Shedding Light on Lady Liberty.
That's her pose.
Day 2.
Right? Is it left?
Hi
or-
everyone, I'm Mike, and my co-host today is Lady Liberty herself.
You're Jeff, and I'm Mike, and Lady Liberty is
Let's
not.
get you some green paint.
Yes, and
You need a patina.
and a large sheet.
And a large is it a toga?
A toga.
A lady's toga,
I'd be
perhaps?
happy with a shower curtain, but a toga could be good. Now, we've learned about Lady Liberty. We learned that a lot of people had to contribute money, donate money to get her over from France, where she was actually made. They built a base using donations. But it was kind of ironic for women at the time because women were not invited to see the unveiling of this big statue of a woman. And it was a woman representing freedom, but at that time in America, women didn't have the freedom to vote. Tough. Not nice.
Very tough. Very ironic.
Very ironic.
Now, go ahead and strike that pose again as Lady Liberty. Now, could you imagine if the statue spoke?
Hi, I am Lady Liberty.
Well, all jokes aside, apparently it almost did.
That would be so cool.
Yeah, Thomas Edison, the light bulb guy, the improved light bulb guy.
Oh, yeah.
Thomas Edison actually proposed installing a huge device inside the statue that could produce sound loud enough to reach Upper Manhattan. Lady Liberty was going to say, pizza, pizza. Yeah, Lady Liberty was going to hawk pizza.
No, she'd probably say
She was
like
gonna sell pizza.
She'd probably say like buy Thomas Edison light bulbs.
Oh.
Or something like that. And that's amazing because wait, Manhattan is kind of like a pointy island, a little like Taiwan, and it's down at the southern end. So imagine if Lady Liberty was down by Kaohsiung, but Upper Manhattan would be like Taichung.
Pizza.
That would be a really loud noise, and who knows what she would say. I could see how people thought that that idea was not so good. As it says, this idea was, however, thought to be too impractical. Impractical means interesting, but it's just not going to work. It might cost too much. It would probably be too loud. No one would want to live down there if they heard Lady Liberty talking all the time. So they just said, good idea, Thomas, but maybe not. But thanks for the idea.
Pizza. No,
Yeah, no.
I'm just kidding. She wasn't going to sell pizza
Go
or
Mets.
advertise for Little Caesars.
Go Yankees.
No.
No.
Buy war bonds. No. Anyways, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a break. But don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。我们在第一天的课文读到，自由女神像对女权团体来说是个讽刺的景象。当时美国女性没有投票权，也没有任何一位美国女性受邀参加雕像的落成典礼，去见证这个雕像的揭幕。Mike 老师用到 unveil。unveil 这个动词，它表示除去什么的面纱，或是除去覆盖物，也可以用来指揭开什么的幕，也就是指为什么什么揭幕。好，那在今天的课文中，我们要继续来看关于自由女神像的有趣故事。课文提到，这座雕像它差一点就会说话嘞，因为爱迪生曾经提议要在雕像里面装设一个大型的装置，让它发出很巨大的声响，这个声音大到足以传到曼哈顿上城区。不过这个点子太不切实际了，幸好没有实现。好，文中的 impractical 它是形容词，形容不切实际的或是不实用的。接回到课文中。
Shedding light on Lady Liberty.
Another idea for the statue was to have it holding broken chains to represent the end of American slavery. The people financing the statue decided against this, but its designer, Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi, managed a compromise. The statue was given a tablet to hold, which bears the date the Declaration of Independence was signed, July 4th, 1776. But at the statue's feet can be found the broken chains, a detail that many don't notice.
Okay, so before the break, we learned that at one point, the mute Lady Liberty was almost talking, or Thomas Edison apparently was going to step in and somehow install like a speaking mechanism in Lady Liberty.
I wonder if they were going to make the mouth move. That would be very interesting.
Oh, that would interesting and also obnoxious.
I'm really. Yeah. It would have been kind of fun to see, but I'm actually quite glad that idea was not ever adopted. It was considered to be impractical, or it just wouldn't work. But here's another kind of crazy idea, but much less crazy. You could say another idea for the statue was to have it holding broken chains to represent the end of American slavery. Okay, that's not too crazy at all.
That makes a lot more sense.
Very
actually,
representative of freedom. The chains that slaves used to have attached to their legs to stop them from running away. Well, broken chains have often been used as a symbol of freedom. You're breaking the chains that kept you a slave because now you're free. I guess I kind of like that, but I guess artistically, where would the chains be? It could be just a little complicated because that's a big statue. You'd need big chains. So, but anyways, much better than a talking statue.
Anyways, moving on. The people financing the statue decided against this.
Okay.
No chains.
It was soon after the Civil War, so maybe people didn't want to be reminded of that, terrible history.
Yeah, the people. That's true. Yeah, the people financing the statue decided, maybe that's a bad idea. But its designer,
Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi.
Read one more time.
Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi.
Yeah, Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi.
Très bien, très bien.
Managed a compromise.
Oh, okay.
So no chains, but maybe something reminiscent of chains. We'll find out what that is later on. For now, let's talk about this word finance. The people financing the statue. Those are the people providing the money for the statue. The people financing or funding the statue. That's what we're talking about here. So yes, if you finance something, you pay for that thing. You provide the funding or the money for that thing. Now, one note, you can use this word finance as a noun. And yes, when we're talking about finance, you're talking about paying for things, usually going through a bank or going to a bank to get money for something. For example, Sean's grandparents financed his education.
All right, so we're talking about the compromise. Some people wanted to have these broken chains, maybe she'd be holding them or something like that, but that wasn't so popular. But they did find a compromise, something that was sort of like that, but not totally that. For example, it says the statue was given a tablet to hold. That's the little board or little piece of rock or slate that she's holding. It's a tablet that people used to write on. And this tablet bears the date the Declaration of Independence was signed, July 4th, 1776. You can't really see it from the ground, I think, because she's holding it so she can see it. But of course, it's easy to find a picture of this. That date, of course, is American Independence Day, America's national birthday or national holiday. So that's there. That's very symbolic. But it says at the statue's feet can be found the broken chains, a detail that many don't notice. Wow. So right down by her feet, if you look down there, you can see some broken chains lying by her feet. Not so noticeable as if she was holding them, but the chains representing freedom from slavery, freedom from Britain as well, they are there. So pay attention for that.
There's the compromise. You can see the tablet, but not the chains. But the chains are there. All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a break. But don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
Freedom.
如果自由女神像会讲话，嘴巴还会动，这似乎有点好笑哎，就没有那么庄严了。刚刚 Jeff 老师说，这个画面虽然有趣，但是也蛮令人讨厌的。他用到 obnoxious，obnoxious 这个形容词是形容非常令人不愉悦的、令人讨厌的。好，另外一个点子正常多了，它是要让自由女神握着断裂的铁链，来代表美国奴隶制度的结束。不过，资助这一座雕像的人决定要反对这个想法。Mike 老师说，或许是因为当时美国内战才结束没多久，人们不愿意被提起、被提醒这件事才反对的。老师说的 Civil War 就是指美国南北战争、美国内战。好，先来看单字 Finance， 它可以当动词或名词。当动词就表示为什么什么提供资金，意思跟 fund 很相近。那么当名词就表示财政或是金融。而补充单字 slavery， 它表示奴隶制度或者是奴隶身份。课文接着提到，雕像的设计人想出一个折中的方法，就是让雕像拿着一个平板，不是平板电脑，就是那个板子，上面有独立宣言的签署日期，也就是1776年7月4日。而雕像的脚下，你还可以看到断裂的锁链。文中的 tablet， 它可以指平板电脑，不过在文中它是指科写板。那 Mike 老师还有用到另外一个字叫 slate。slate， 它可以用来指书写用的石板。好，补充单字 compromise， 它是名词，表示和解啊，或者是妥协。接回到课文中。
Shedding light on Lady Liberty.
One interesting idea that was attempted, and later tossed, was to have the statue act as a lighthouse. Just weeks after the statue's dedication, U.S. President Grover Cleveland ordered the statue to be fitted with the equipment to make this possible. The light from the torch could be seen up to 24 miles away, but it was too dim to properly guide ships. Standing at 151 feet from base to torch, Lady Liberty is hard to miss. Still, there's much more to this symbol of American freedom than most would ever guess.
All right, folks, we've got some more fun facts about Lady Liberty. Get this, one interesting idea that was attempted and later tossed or thrown out was to have the statue act as a lighthouse. That's not too crazy.
That kind of makes sense. I guess it was impractical, but you know, it does kind of make sense. This is an idea that was attempted and later tossed, as Jeff sort of gestured. To toss is to throw. When we talk about tossing something in this sense, we're talking about throwing it away. You know, toss that old can, I don't want to drink from it anymore, or something like that, right? So you throw it away. You might toss an idea as well. If you have an idea and say, nah, that's not going to work, you'll toss it, you'll get rid of it, you'll erase it. But this attempt was to have this statue act as a lighthouse. An attempt, here it's a verb, it means basically to try to do something, right? To attempt to do something is to try to do something, often with the idea that it's not an easy thing to do. You wouldn't attempt to get a glass of water from the kitchen because it's not a hard thing to do. But you might attempt to do a stunt, to do a trick, to do something people say, oh, you'll never do that, that's impossible. You might attempt or try to do something that has some kind of challenge to it. For example, the boy attempted to reach the shelf, but he was too short. He stood on his tiptoes, he might have even climbed on a chair, but it just didn't work. We can also use attempt as a noun. An attempt is a try at something. For example, the skateboarder might attempt a trick or something like that. He might have 3 attempts at making the trick, or 3 tries at making the trick.
Lady Liberty, the lighthouse.
The lighthouse, yeah. Well, she's in the harbor.
It's true, it's true.
There's boats going around her.
And this idea was ultimately tossed, but it almost actually happened. Get this, just weeks after the statue's dedication, U.S. President Grover Cleveland, great name.
Good old Grover.
U.S. President Grover Cleveland ordered the statue to be fitted with the equipment to make this possible.
Wow.
So yeah, the president said, okay, make Lady Liberty a White House. Excuse me, make it a lighthouse. Grover Cleveland, the president, lives in the White House. But yeah, he said, make this statue a lighthouse, install or fit this statue with the equipment to make this possible.
That's impressive.
How about that? It almost happened.
The president wanted this done. Not the mayor of New York or the governor of New York State. The president of America wanted this done, but it never happened.
It never happened.
Interesting.
Anyways, before we move on, let's talk about the noun equipment. Now, first of all, okay, it's equipment and end it there. Even if you have many things that you consider equipment, you never say equipments.
It's like stuff.
Never. It's like stuff, okay? Anyways, yes, when we're talking about equipment, though, we're talking about the tools that are needed to do something. For example, the basement is full of all sorts of old equipment, and all of that stuff can do stuff, okay? That's what equipment does, after all. But yes, like the word stuff, you can't add a word, the letter S, I should say, to the end of this word to make it plural. It's non-count.
Let's move on and see what it says next. So what happened to this idea? It says the light from the torch could be seen up to 24 miles away. All right, so the light was quite bright. You could see it. It was the light of the torch that she's holding that was projecting out, and you could see it 24 miles away, but it was too dim to properly guide ships.
But Lady Liberty was a lighthouse.
Well, she was.
Not a good one, but she was a lighthouse for a while.
She was a weak lighthouse.
Bad
yes.
lighthouse, okay, bad lighthouse.
She was
great statue. Bad lighthouse.
Exactly. The light was weak, the light was dim. And when we talk about dim, this adjective basically means weak light. All right, it's just a little bit of light. Sometimes that's okay. Like people often have candles when they're having a romantic dinner because the dim light from the candles is a little softer, it's a little more romantic. But if you're trying to see in the dark and you have a dim flashlight guiding your way through the woods, or something like that, that's not so good. You want to have a bright light in that situation, or if you're building a lighthouse, because it's not useful if the boats are only going to see it when they're close by, because they need to see it from much further away. For example, with dim, we could say, I can't read in here. The light in this room is too dim. Yeah, if you've ever tried to read by candlelight, you'll realize that one candle is very dim.
It's dark. It's dark in there. You
dark.
can't read in the dark.
Not properly.
Anyways, you can't read properly in the dark or in dim light. And here, yes, we've got the adverb properly to talk about. This adverb means in a way that is proper, right, correct, or in a way that makes sense. For example, Bob couldn't hear properly because he had water in his ears. Yeah, he couldn't hear. Why? He had water in his ears. That was keeping him from hearing properly.
Get the water out of your ears. All right, well,
Anyways,
standing at 151 feet from base to torch or from toe to top, Lady Liberty is hard to miss. Still, there's much more to this symbol of American freedom than most would ever guess. What a fascinating article.
Okay, that's it for our lesson, but we're not quite through at this point. You see, we still have to ask and then answer the what do you think question. All right, everyone. What is most interesting about the Statue of Liberty to you?
Well, I think it would be that the Statue of Liberty should have been talking. And to think of what it would say or how loud it would be just boggles the mind.
Pizza, pizza.
I'd like to hear it talk if I was a visitor to New York. But if I lived there, I'd probably hate that idea.
And the fact that she'd be constantly hawking pizza.
We don't know that she'd be selling pizza.
Joking.
She could be selling anything. But probably pizza.
Probably pizza.
Yeah.
All right, folks, with that, our lesson is now complete. And it's time for us to say bye-bye.
Take care.
还有人想要尝试另外一个有趣的想法，也就是把雕像当作灯塔来使用，但是后来放弃了。好，文中的 toss 这个动词，它表示抛啊，或是扔。那我们把点子扔掉，就表示放弃那个点子。那在雕像落成典礼之后，大概过了几个礼拜，当时的美国总统就下令要在雕像上面装设备来实现这个灯塔的想法。虽然火炬上面的光可以在24英里之外看见，可是它的光线太微弱了，没有办法正确的指引船只。我们最后来看4个单字 ：attempt。attempt 可以当动词或名词，当动词就表示企图、试图做某事；那么当名词只是指企图啊、尝试。再来 equipment 表示设备、装备，它是不可数名词哦。再来 dim 它是形容词，形容昏暗的或是晦暗的。至于 properly 它是副词，表示准确地或是恰当地。好，再来补充单字 torch 就是火炬、火把。那我们文中有用到 be fitted with something， 就表示装备有什么，配备有什么。这样老师用到一个意思蛮相近的动词是 install，install 它也有安装的意思。好啦，那么以上是这个讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。大家好，我是 Hanny。在今天的课程中，我们要介绍2个文法重点。第一个是动词 propose， 表示提议或是建议。第二个是使役动词 have 的用法。首先，我们来学习动词 propose， 表示提议或是建议的用法。propose 当这个意思来解释时，用法和动词 suggest 一样。那它的句型有2种，第一种是propose 加上名词或动名词，例如 Ian proposed celebrating Emma's birthday at Disneyland. Ian 他提议在迪士尼乐园帮 Emma 庆生。那第二个用法是 propose 加上 that 加主词加 should 加原形动词。句型中的 should 可以省略不用，只保留它后方的原形动词。像刚刚的例句可以改成Ian proposed that we celebrate Emma's birthday at Disneyland. 最后，我们来学习使役动词 have 的用法。have 做使役动词，它的受词补语可以是原形动词、现在分词或是过去分词，不过它们的用法所代表意义不同。第一种用法是 have 加受词加现在分词，这是用来强调动作持续进行或者是自然的发生。例如He turned on the electric fan and had it running all night. 他把电风扇打开，让它整晚都开着。第二个用法是 have 加受词加原形动词，这是用来表达命令或是要求，常用在一次执行完成的动作，或是表达这个动作在一定的时间内完成。例如 Holly had her sister do the dishes. Holly 叫她的妹妹洗碗。 第3个用法是 have 加受词加过去分词，那其中的受词常常是事物，表示请人做某事，让人做某事。例如 She had her laptop repaired by Eric. 她请 Eric 帮她修理笔记型电脑。以上是今天的重点整理，我们下次见喽 ！See you next time. Bye.
欢迎收看《就爱讲英文》，我是悠悠，
我是基安。
讲到大众运输工具，就一定要谈谈我们台湾的捷运喽。
捷运叫做
对不对
MRT， 就是 Mass Rapid Transit。Mass
Rapid Transit
大众运输系统哦 ，Mass 就是大量的大众、大家，然后就是R 是什么 ？Rapid 迅速的、快速的 Transit 就是这个运输系统，就这样 ，OK？
它是一个不可数名词哦。
Yeah.
所以搭捷运呢，就叫做
Take the MRT。
对，可通勤族像我就是通勤族嘛，通勤族怎么说
？Commute 是动词啊 ，commute 是通勤，就是你上班回家，上班回家
都是要搭这个。
那这个通勤的人就是 commuter，OK。
所以对于身为通勤族来说，捷运对我来说是不可或缺的啊。
OK， 不可或缺哈，有一个表达方法就是 can't do without 什么东西。
Can't do without 什么东西？
所以比如说 I can't do without food 。对 ，I can't do without chocolate。I
can't do without money。
对，没有钱真的。
万万不行，好，
请老板加薪。OK， 所以你是说 as a commuter，I can't do without MRT。
但是呢，如果看到一个帅哥在那边要搭捷运，想跟他搭讪，那如果我问说你用什么搭捷运？
这什么烂句子啊，对不对？还是可以学一下哈。What do you use to take the MRT？
What do you use to take the MRT？
然后他就会转一圈。I use the Easy Card， 然后悠悠卡着，或者是这个一卡通 I pass。
等一下，那这样应该人家以后有没有跟我联系？
他就马上走开了，
马上走。
OK。
好，那除值这个要怎么说？
加值哈，就是要 add value。add value， 所以我要这个加值加到我的这个悠游卡里面。
对
，add value to my Easy Card。
还有那个加值样的加值机呀。
这个加值机就 add value machine。add
value machine。还有时候我们要查询余额。
查询余额嘛，那就 check the balance of the Easy Card。check
the balance of the Easy Card。
或者是 check the balance of the I pass。
那我们转一圈来说。
Live action。
As a commuter, I cannot do without the MRT.
What do you use to take the MRT?
This? I use an iPass to take the MRT.
Oops, I need to add some value to my Easy Card.
Oh, maybe I should check my iPass balance too. Let's go.